Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play Robotics Notes Elite. In the last episode, Frau Kujira had a disquieting dream about the final moments that she spoke with her mother before she vanished, leaving Frau behind, and work has officially begun on Robotics Club's Gun Build 2 project. Albeit, the legs of the other robot, endoskeleton. But progress is being made. And speaking of progress, Akiho is working on parts for Gun Build 2 over at the robot clinic. Sparks scatter about. Welding these thick iron plates is my job. The work involves patiently connecting the iron plates at a shape as directed by the blueprints. If I lose focus, its overall strength would take a hit, causing damage once assembled. I want to avoid doing that, especially at this stage, so I have to be careful. Despite how I might look, I'm pretty experienced at this sort of thing, which is more than can be said for Kaito. I've been helping with the welding at the robot clinic ever since Gun Build 1. Honestly, I'm pretty confident that I do really well if I went to work at a local factory. You may do, with a bit of help and guidance. I know, even if I don't go to college, I can make a living working somewhere like Kamada Motors. Old man Kamada really can't refuse me if I really beg him. He's kind of a pushover. I'm sure I could pressure him into hiring me. Although given your track record, maybe pressuring isn't really the right way to go about it. Alright, that'll be my last resort. And so I continue to focus on my welding work. That's when I feel a light pat on the back. I stop and raise my head. Subaru looked at me with a sour face.
どうかした？
部長、ドクが呼んでます。
Well, it's important.
どこで？
外で。
Doc collapsed in September due to illness and went to Kagoshima for surgery last month. So he finally did it. Well done, Fujita. Despite only having been discharged around 10 days ago, he's even livelier than he was before the surgery, and so much energy he's recovered. Remember how he raised his voice and berated me for wanting to build Gun Build 2, saying he'd never cooperate with me again? Yeah, about that. Now it's the exact opposite. Thanks in no small part to the aid of yourself, Kaito, and especially Juna Daitoko. Not that I'm complaining, I'm not banned from the clinic anymore. If anything, you could probably argue that Doc's been on a bit of a rampage lately. Speaking of which, probably best not to keep him waiting.
行くしかないでしょう。
I sigh and stand up. Put aside the welding for a little bit. I make my way outside. It's nice out today, warm enough to get by in short sleeves despite it being November. But the sun sets early now. It's only around 5 PM, but the sky is already stained orange. I've been sitting and working for a while now, so my back hurts a little. Could to stretch every now and again. I look up at the dusk sky and stretch out my back.
Oh, 遅えぞ。
Doc is in a very, very cheerful mood. I can't tell if that's worrisome or not. But as long as Gunbuild 2 gets finished, then all the better. Doc is waiting with a grin on his face. He smiles a lot more now. He's not so grumpy these days. Well, that's because he's got a new lease on his dream. Kind of like you did. I guess he's kind of softened up, but that still doesn't feel right. No. He's just got his mojo back.
何何？
見ろ、こいつだ。
Doc pushes a cart from the scrapyard out back. In the cardboard box on top of it is a unique looking part. It's shaped like a bowl, but it's really big. It could probably hold 30 times as much rice as your average bowl. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it has nothing to do with food.
パラボラアンテナですか？
Good guess. Would never pick that
何
myself.
言ってんだ、スバル。お前の目は節穴か。
Yeah, Akiho was a wrong answer. Well, at least Doc's kind of back to where he was.
ロボブ、お前ならわかるだろ。
Yeah, not really if I'm being honest, Fujita. Doc continues to look at me with a grin on his face. Pretty sure that it's a very important robot part, but
その前に気になったんだけど、どうしてスバルは名前で呼んで、うちのことはロボブとしか呼んでくれないの？うちにもちゃんとした名前があるんですけど。
細けえ嬢ちゃんだな。俺はな、ロボ部の部長のことはいつもロボ部と呼ぶと決めてんだ。
that's yeah, that's Fujita's logic and he's sticking to it,
文句
Akiho.
があるなら部長を辞めてきな。
That's ridiculous. He's also not gonna budge on it.
それより話をそらすな。こいつは何だと思うと聞いてんだ。
You don't want to know the answer to that, Fujita.
バーニーよ。
Again, with a good guess. Vernier thruster. A small rocket engine. It's called a vernier in the mobile jacket gun band, but that is not the name used in reality. It primarily refers to items that are used to control a robot's attitude, not to be confused with altitude. Makes sense to me. It's also probably not the right answer.
さすがロボ部だ。
Or maybe it is, huh? He cheerfully laughs and pats my shoulder. Well, congratulations, Akiho. You've got another person on the Gunvarrel hype train.
いかにもその通り。こいつはな、俺の自作バーニアだ。
I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I'm actually feeling so sorry for Subaru right now. He must
こ
be
いつを
going,
2号機に。
what the hell is going on?
取り付けないよ。
I cut Doc off before he can finish. It's really odd to see Akiho and Fujita on the complete opposite spectrums of what they were.
だってガンツク2は飛ばないしジャンプもしないし。
飛ぶように改良すりゃいいだろうが。
How the tables have turned.
ガンツク2はそういうんじゃないの。飛んだら着地した時に足がひしゃげちゃう。
まあ待て。
Doc interrupts me. You do realize that Gunvarrel 2's Gunvarrel exterior is purely digitally aesthetic, Fujita.
宇宙センターにロケットエンジンの燃焼試験をする施設があんだろう。そこを借りてきな。燃料なら俺の方で手配できるから。
Again, this is just so strange to see Akiho and Fujita with each other's opposing personalities.
だからバーニアなんてつけないってば。
だったら1号機の方につけるか。
ガンツク1の重量で飛べるわけないじゃん。そもそも姿勢制御とかどうするつもり？
そんなもんは俺の専門分野じゃねえ。
なんていう開き直り。
That he did, I'm surprised.
いいか。巨大ロボと言ったらバーニアだろうが。ロボブ、お前ならわかるだろう。
Akiho's not the same person she once was, Fujita.
わかる。すごく。
I nod as hard as I can, and Subaru flashes me a cold glare.
でもそれはロボットアニメの話で。ガンツク2に飛ぶ機能はないんだってば。
If we built him under the assumption that he would fly, sure, we'd need verniers, but we didn't.
じゃあ飛ばなくてもいい。
え？
飛ばなくてもいいからバーニアで燃料噴射させようじゃねえか。ちなみに搭載するバーニアは全部で10機な。
背中に6機？
ちげえだろ、4機だ。
じゃあ左右ふくらはぎに3機ずつってことか。かなりの高機動型だね。
I try imagining the form. Super thick legs, the calves will be thicker than the thighs. Yeah, I'm pretty...
たぎってきた。
Don't get too lost in that enthusiasm, Akiho.
ついでによ、ホバー機能をつけてバーニアの推進力で移動させるか。どうだ、悪くねえだろ。
俺を踏み台にしたって？じゃあ機体のペイントは黒と紫で。
Subaru clears his throat as loudly as possible.
二人とも何の話をしているんですか？
Yeah, you were, despite dressing up as a certain Gundam character, you're not, very much up on the genre, are you? Not that I entirely believe.
黒い3年生。
ナンセンスですね。
Subaru's cold gaze quickly returns me to my senses.
そうナンセンス。ドク、バーニアなんて搭載しないからね。本当だからね。
つまんねえガキどもだな。
バーニアなんて作ってる暇があったらパラボラアンテナ作ってよ。パラボラアンテナ。歪み一つない綺麗な鏡面のやつね。
いくらだ？
Doc may have gotten a new spring in his step, but however, it always comes down to cost.
値段次第でやってやるよ。ただし、高えぞ。
In other words, can we afford the antenna? A ridiculous order comes with an equally ridiculous price. I recoil and flee into the store.
ドクってば元気になりすぎ
ですね。
It's actually kind of a pain. Plus he keeps bringing up ideas that he totally knows hit my strike zone.
ドク、侮れん。まさかあんなにもマッドサイエンティストだったなんて。
僕ももっとお堅い技術者だとばかり思ってました。かなりがっかりですよ。
You shouldn't really judge everyone by your standards.
特に部長とドクの話を聞いていると頭が悪すぎてクラクラします。
それドクに直接言ってきたら？
お断りします。
Coward. Subaru sits down on a stool, a composed expression on his face.
そもそも2号機の組み立てがスケジュール通りに行っていないのに、部長はなんでそんなに落ち着いていられるんですか？
それはみんなの力を合わせればきっとなんとかなるかなって。
I hate to break it to you, Akiho, but this is not Captain Planet. Plus, the processing of parts is already about 60% complete.
組み立てが本格的に始まれば完成まではすぐだよ。
だったら今すぐにでもフルゴールの説得に行くことをお勧めしますね。
For the drive system. An electric motor or a hydraulic motor, we still haven't decided, so we can't move forward. I get it.
それについてはドクの実験待ち。そうでしょ？
あれが本当に使い物になると思ってるんですか？当てにしすぎると後でいざ使えないとなった時に苦労する羽目になりますよ。
Well, there are pros and cons for every decision made, so the thing that Subaru is talking around, well, it's the monopole that Kai found. When Doc got discharged 10 days ago, I made up my mind and tried discussing the strange material with him.
こりゃなんだ？
モノポールなんだって。
こんなわけのわからねえもん見たことねえぞ。
But looks can be deceiving.
よく平気で持ち運んできやがったな。爆発して種子島が丸ごと吹っ飛ぶ可能性だってあったのによ。
そんなに危険なのかな？
わからねえよ。わかるわけねえだろ。人類史上初の発見なんだからよ。
Not wrong, Fujita. Not wrong.
これガンツク2の電動モーターに使えないかな？ドク、調べてくれない？ JAXA には内緒で。
He's not a miracle worker, Akiho.
お願い。
面白いじゃねえか。
Then again,
この年になってこんなワクワクすることにお目にかかれるとはな。 手術した甲斐があったってもんさ。
Feeling better already.
しかも内緒で調べろときた。後悔しても知らねえぞ。こいつがもし本当にモノポールなら諸刃の剣、あるいはパンドラの箱だ。
Indeed.
それぐらいとんでもねえ代物ってことになる。当然存在が漏れたら世界レベルでの争奪戦すら起きるだろうよ。
That it would.
莫大な富とそんな富すらも無価値にするほどの不幸しか呼ばねえ。それでもいいのか。
But we probably have very little recourse.
いい。
Akiho is determined no matter
ガ
what.
ンツク2を動かすために使えるならそれで。
はあ、お前は度胸がいいのか怖いもの知らずなのかただのバカなのかよくわからねえな。
Just go with all of the above, Fujita. Makes things easier.
万博が終わったらちゃんとした研究機関に持ち込むよ。それにガンツク2のことにしか使うつもりはないんだ。
That being said, that's not the only monopole currently in existence. Not anymore.
わかった。少し時間をくれ。
And then there's the question of how it can actually be utilized.
それとこのことはロボブだけの秘密にしとけよ。誰にも言うんじゃねえ。光彦の野郎にも言わない方がいいな。あいつはバカだからよ。
Yeah, Michi's still banned. Hooray.
こっちで調査が終わったら伝える。それまでは俺の前でモノポールの話はするな。わかったな。
So we've been waiting on Doc to finish his research, but that is definitely going to take a lot of time. Whether we'll be able to use the monopole in an electric motor, that'll have a huge effect on the drive system. But
フラウボーの説得はしなくちゃね。
yeah, dealing with Frau. Subaru nods.
2号機が動くか動かないかは全てプログラムにかかっていますから。
No matter what the research results are, Model 2's systems will be built by Frauo. If Frauo doesn't do the work, Gunbuild 2 will never be complete. The role is huge. I've already attempted to get her to help on multiple occasions. Frauo's completely closed herself off as of late. Yeah, she's... yeah. I mean, she was always a shut-in. But now it's even worse than before. She won't even let Kai, the person closest to her, into her room anymore. Yeah, now that the Kill Ballad cheetah hunt is now well behind us. I don't know what those two were up to when they were alone.
しかも来月には万博の審査が控えているんです。
Oh geez, the inspection is well before the actual event. General public giant robot entries have two inspections, one 2 months prior and one right before. We're only just learning about this now. It's a special rule for this year's expo. The first inspection only requires us to send in a video before the robot is even finished. We need to show the robot moving properly and explain our theme for it. As president, I'll be the one handling the latter. That's a written submission.
ちなみにテーマは決まったよ。 愛と正義の力で全人類に平和と勇気を。
Again, Akiho.
ねえ、どうなんかロボットアニメっぽいでしょ。
ナンセンスですね。何ですかその化石に毛が生えたように使い古された概念は。
It's not that ancient, Subaru.
真面目にやるつもりがあるんですか。
Why does he have to be so merciless? There's no way this punk has any friends. Anyway, putting that aside for the time being, I gotta do something about Fraubo. So she's even refusing Kaito now. What can I even do? I'm not feeling too confident about this. But something will have to be done.
というわけでフラウボーの説得を買いに。
And of course, right off the bat, she's delegating to Kaito, the only person who has actually managed to interact with her on that level. So that's going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Robotics Notes Elite, and when we return, adventurers, we have the daunting task of trying to deal with Frau once again. As always, until next we meet.